Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have here in the shop Ford Focus that has been involved in a crash. So it has the crash recorded into the ECU, the airbag ECU, of course. So we have to remove the ECU and repair the dump on the EEPROM in order to reset this crash. So in order to remove the airbag ECU or control module, we have to remove the sensor console, the trims around the handbrake, also around the gear shift lever. So we have 4 10mm nuts or screws. Actually, I think they're screws, yes, and 2 T30s. And also one Phillips head screwdriver in order to remove this center console here. Okay, so now we removed all the screws. We have to pull the center console backwards. Also, you have to pull the handbrake really high in order to wiggle, let's say it like this, the center console through the handbrake upwards, obviously. And after that, you'll see that you'll find a metal box all in place with 3 T40 bolts and 2 plugs. Just don't forget, and this is really important, that you have to at least have the ignition turned off, the key removed off the vehicle, so that you won't be able to ignite any airbags. Once this car has been already repaired, the bodywork and the airbags has been fitted with new ones. So just remember, unplug your battery, or at least make sure you have your key off the ignition. So now that you have the ECU in your hand, or the airbag control module, make sure you find a clean place to work on before you open it. You'll find 4 T15 screws holding the ECU closed. Make sure you don't let any debris, any dirt, any metal shavings inside. You don't want to cause a short circuit and deploy an airbag unintentionally. Especially this car, which is already been replaced, everything related to airbags, and so I don't want to damage anything. Inside you'll find an EEPROM, it's an M95160, and that's the EEPROM that we are going to be working on. Don't forget to mark the location and the number 1 pin on the orientation of the EEPROM, so that when you are putting everything back together, you don't put it upside down. Otherwise, it will not work, and also it might cause deployment of an airbag unintentionally. We don't want to try that, so that's why I'm just letting you guys know, or at least remember. So I'm going to be using my GQ4X programmer to program this EEPROM. You can pretty much use anything that you have that reads 95160 EEPROMs. This one just happens to be the one in hand now. So I'm going to desolder the EEPROM from the board here, and I'm going to put it in the adapter in order to be able to read it in the GQ4X programmer. So now that we already have our dump from the M95160 EEPROM, this is the original dump, the one with the crash in it. So now we are going to be editing this dump. I'm going to be showing you a compare file. The top one is the original one with the crash in it, and the bottom one is going to be the cleared one. In red, you'll see highlighted in red. You'll see the differences between the original one and the modifications that has to be made in order to reset the crash and the crash counter on these CCUs. So now we just have to write the clear dump back to the M95160, solder back together in the ECU, and we'll diagnose the car again and see if this modification worked. Now we're going to diagnose the car again. I've just put the control module in place. Let me just grab my diagnosis machine, and we'll see what error codes are remaining. I have already replaced the tensioners of the seat belts, both of them on the front. That's the other two error codes that was throwing. So now, before we put the car back together, let's just try and see how it ended. So as you can see, there's no fault codes detected. So guys, this is the video. Hope this can help someone at least to know where the control module for the airbags is located and how to remove it. So to put everything back together is just the reverse of what I've done in the beginning of the video. So this is another one. It's done.